Hello ladies and gentlemen, back again. So now we're going to solve a quadratic equation. This time our equation looks like x squared minus 24. Just like in our last few videos of solving a quadratic equation, we're going to begin by labeling A, B, and C. So, it's awesome. So I have A, B, and C. You know, I always put my stuff on the side. And my A value this time is going to be 1. And my B value here, if I look, there is no B value. It's our missing term, so that's going to be 0. And then our C value is going to be negative 24. So now we're going to start by finding our discriminant, which we do B to the second minus 4AC. And we're going to substitute and solve. So here we have B to the second minus 4 times A times C. And here, our first part is pretty easy. 0 to the second power is 0. Minus 4 times 24, that should be 96. I think that's right. Positive, because a negative times a negative makes this positive. And then we're going to add those two things together, which gives me 96. Just like we learned from our other videos, if we recall, that when I have a positive number, then I definitely have roots. And in this case, I'm not looking at a perfect square. So that means I'm going to have two irrational solutions. So I'm still going to have two solutions. So two solutions. And we're going to plug that into our quadratic equation. So we have the opposite of B all over 2A. Don't forget our plus minus, and underneath the square root, we have our discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. And this is x equals. So we'll rewrite this, but substituting our other values. So I take the opposite of b, which is 0, plus or minus the square root of 96, divided by 2 times 1. Now we're going to take this, and don't forget, we're splitting this into two different equations. 0 plus the square root of 96, and then minus the square root, or the opposite of the square root of 96. And that is all divided by 2. Now, we could leave it like this. However, we want to see if there's any way we can break down the square root of 96. We're going to take any of our perfect squares out of 96. So with your calculators, you're going to look at it, and you're going to tell me, can I take what perfect squares go into it? Once again, I don't have my calculator on me, so what we're going to do is what we did in class. We're going to break down 96 into its factors. So 96 is the product of 4 times 24. 24 is 4 times 6. I have two 4s in here, so this is 4 times 4 times 6. The pair of 4s get to come outside of the radical, and we're going to leave 6 inside the radical. So I have a positive 4 times the square root of 6 divided by 2, and we're going to have negative 4 times the square root of 6 divided by 2. Once again, I'm going to reduce this as much as possible, so I have 4 divided by 2, which is going to give me 2 square root of 6 positive, and then negative 2 square root of 6, because I'm dividing negative 4 by 2. Again, this is two different solutions, so when I write this out, we're going to have 2 square root of 6 comma 0 and negative 2 square root of 6 comma 0. I'll fix that. That's better. Okay, and now I have two irrational solutions.